It's a positive start to trade once again for the Indian equity markets, and they're building on strength that they've showcased over the course of Friday's session as well as yesterday's session. Yesterday we ended narrowly in the green, but that's still positive. Let's take a look at some of the factors that are contributing to this buoyancy. First off, COVID cases have been dropping, and they've been dropping in a very secular manner. They've been dropping consistently over a period of time. You have cases that came in at sub 2 lakh in the 24 hours to 8 a.m. this morning, and that's a big positive. It's the first time since the 8th of April that this has happened. Active cases currently stand at 25.9 lakh, and that's nearly 10 lakh. In fact, rather, it's more than 10 lakh lower than the peak that we saw of active cases. So it's clear that the COVID-19 cases are now on the wane in the second wave. They're still elevated, yes, but they're substantially lower than the peak. So a lot of state governments are actually starting to talk about how and when to start the unlock phases. If you remember last year, that started in June, and it went over the course of the next few months until we were completely unlocked by the time we hit November. So now the focus is going to be about how quickly the economy can go back onto the growth track. Already you have companies like Hero MotoCorp, for example, that have started production once again at all their facilities after having shut them for a short while in order to balance the demand-supply mismatch. Global markets have been supportive. Once again, tech stocks rallied in the US, and that means that the mood across Asia Pacific is also positive. That means it's positive for India as well, and foreign institutions have been net buyers in India over the past couple of sessions. In fact, 4 out of the 5 last sessions, foreign institutions have net bought in the cash market here in India. And for the month, they're still negative to the tune of nearly 10,000 crore rupees. So you can definitely see how important that shift has been. Let's quickly take you through how the market picture is looking. 0.5% gains for the Nifty 50. In fact, the broader markets are doing better at this stage. They continue to do better. The small cap index has been beating the benchmark for the last 5 or 6 weeks, in fact. And you have the small cap index is gaining about 0.7%, mid cap index up about 0.6%. In the sectoral picture, Nifty Bank is looking just a tad bit weak today, down about 0.4%. You also have the private banks that are in fact losing ground, but all of the other sectors are actually in the green at this point. You have the auto index up about 0.8%, FMCG up about 1%, IT is up about 0.9%, metals once again buoyant after that crack that you saw in trade yesterday, up about 2% today. Some of the contributors to the Nifty 50's move today, let me just quickly take you through that. Right on the top, you have the steel makers once again. JSW Steel, Tata Steel gaining ground, Asian Paints looking strong, M&M also gaining about 1.8%, Titan up about 2.3%, Hindalco up as much as 1.8%. There are 8 declines on the Nifty 50 as of now, and you see a couple of banks on that list. HDFC Bank, the biggest loser, down about 1%. Grasim, after its results, down about 0.6%. Axis down about 0.3%, and then it just flows from there. Reliance Industries not doing too much. The big boy is just about flat in trade today, so not pulling its weight. But broadly, it's looking like it's going to be a supportive day of trade. We're going to end higher, and in fact, we're inching closer to the all-time high for the Nifty 50. We might just be a couple of sessions away from that, or one really big session. Do have a lovely day, and stay tuned to ET Now for all the news and updates over the course of the day.